believe in yourself? Who else gon' believe in you? Who else gon' believe in you? Who else gon' believe in you? You believe in yourself, yeah. Who else gon' believe in you? Who else gon' believe?
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to the Manny Hall Show. I have with me my guest today, Nicky Miller. It's gonna be a great informing conversation.
Absolutely.
We're about to get it in, y'all. Y'all, so stay tuned. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be exciting, it's gonna be informative, inspiring, encouraging. All those words that you love to hear, motivating. Just get ready. Manny Hall Show, Nicky Miller. Hey sis, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Please tell the people your name and what you do.
I am Nicky Miller. I am a breakthrough coach, self-esteem builder, motivational speaker, social entrepreneur, but most importantly, I'm the founder of I Am Mirror Messages.
That's what's up. So you got that wine. What kind of wine is that?
Yes, sangria, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
That's awesome. I love that too. All right, so what made you get started?
Actually, I was just having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine, Ebony James. She had I Am She at the time. And so we were just having a conversation about women and girls and what they go through. And a lot of it is self-esteem, not having confidence within themselves. And so I thought about, you know what, I do daily affirmations every day. I write them out on a sticky note and put it on my mirror.
Yeah.
Why not give that to the world? And so that's how I Am Mirror Messages was created. We look in the mirror every day when we get up in the morning to brush our teeth, comb our hair, wash our face.
Yep.
So what better way to start your daily affirmations by looking in the mirror, doing it, saying it, because as you say it, you begin to believe it, feel it. And so that's, why I think it's so important to do daily affirmations. And that's how I Am Mirror Messages was created.
Yeah, so what made you think that, like, man, this is so important to affirm and have these confirmations that you reaffirming to yourself?
Because it's about having that positive energy.
Yeah.
Like the law of attraction. So when you feel positive energy, when you put it out there, that's what you're looking for. You want to be around people that have positive energy. So as you're constantly doing these daily affirmations, it's about retraining the brain a little bit so that way you can think positive, act positive, be positive. And so with daily affirmations, that's one of the ways to kind of help you feel more confident about yourself. And as you know, when you feel confident, you feel like you can take over the world.
Yeah. Do you think that that's something that's missing in the world, is really being confident within yourself?
It is. Believe it or not, it's like 85% of women, and we're not going to even include men, suffer from low self-esteem.
Wow.
Yeah, there's different things that, people go through. They're told that they're not good enough. They're hearing that negative word. And so if people are constantly telling you that, then you're going to believe it.
Yeah. So it's like what we tell ourselves is really most important.
Absolutely. So, like the saying is, it's not what is said out loud that determines your destiny. It's more so what you whisper to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I love that. So what's your story? Like what brought all this on, other than, you having this conversation with your homegirl?
Okay.
Like let's go all the way back. Let's go 10, 15, 20 years. Like
Wow.
you a young lady doing your thing, and you experienced some adversity. Like, talk to me.
Okay. Actually, at 21, I had my son.
Okay.
And so I was a college student at that time, and I've had that positive role model, when it comes to parents. My parents been married for 44 years. So this was something kind of new when, I became pregnant at 21 years old. So I knew at that point, like, I just had to continue to be determined to be something, because not only am I doing it for me, but I'm doing it for him.
Yeah.
And so I've always been like a go-getter, a motivator, that type of person. So I knew I was destined to do something. I just didn't find my purpose until about 5 years ago.
Gotcha.
So I, originally started off with school, going into the medical field. That later on changed into business. And so, it just kind of manifests from there.
Yeah.
And so this is why, I'm here today, because I've had the opportunity to find my purpose. which is motivating, inspiring people, building their self-esteem. But at the same time, you know, with all that, I'm just unapologetic, creative, free spirit.
Yeah.
So I enjoy creating, and I work on different projects from fashion to film and to like women entrepreneur summits. So I don't limit myself at all, you know what I mean? I just do what feels good to my spirit, and as I create, things just manifest from there.
Okay, so you were a young girl at this time. You know, you talked about 21.
Yep.
But I want to go even deeper. So let's say now you're 13, 14, 15. You know, you're still in school. Like, who's motivating Nikki during this time? Is somebody offering you that kind of encouragement to tell you who you were during this time?
Definitely. My parents.
Okay.
Always. My dad always, you know, told us how beautiful we were.
Yeah.
My sister and I. Believe in yourself. He, you know, showed us how we are supposed to be treated on those bases. He took us out on dates, you know, and then my mom, you know, she showed us how to be ladies, how to be a woman, you know, how to be strong, how to handle adversity.
Yeah.
And so at 13, 14, I was, you know, I had a normal childhood, but I was slightly a tomboy a little bit.
Okay.
And so I played like football, basketball with the boys.
Yeah.
I was that girl next door, you know, that kind of thing. But throughout that time, you know, you go through different things, of course,
right.
You know, as teenagers, your little stage where you feel like, maybe I'm not so cute, or maybe I'm not so as confident.
Yeah.
But if you have people who constantly tell you that you are loved, that you are beautiful, that there's nothing that you cannot do, then that continues to build your self-esteem. And so that's something that continued to build within me. And that's how I was able to, you know, just handle different obstacles in my life as I went along, from that 13, 14-year-old to that 20-something-year-old woman, mother, you know what I mean? And today, who I am now.
I feel that. Now, it's like when you think of a young lady, like she can try her best to motivate herself and push herself back up. But although you had some positive reinforcements, some people don't.
Okay.
Like, talk to that young girl that is suffering from low self-esteem, doesn't believe in herself, there is no confidence inside of her. What should she do?
She should, first and foremost, pray. That's the most important thing you can do, is continue to have faith and pray. When you pray, you're able to, you know, get to your core. You're allowing God to be able to speak to your soul when you pray. On top of that, I would say to reach out to positive people. What's so important is to surround yourself with like-minded people. Surround yourself with people who are extremely positive, who know more than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you...
So we ain't got to have all the answers.
No, you don't. You don't. But you have to want it.
Yeah.
You have to want something more. And even though some things are like easier said than done, you still have to want it within yourself. So any girl that's out there that's not feeling their best, like I said, take a piece of paper and write just different things about yourself that you really may feel good about. It's something inside of you that you know that you feel good about. I don't care, you might feel like, I love my hair, I love my smile. It's something. And it's the small little things that you can start with that'll build your confidence.
Yeah. But it's like if people have been tearing you down, let's say young men and young women, their whole lives, sometimes I don't see anything good at all. Then what should I do, Nikki?
If you don't see anything good at all, again, you have to reach out to someone. There's someone out there. And like I said, prayer is always that answer.
Yeah.
And when you pray, God will speak to your soul. He's going to give you that strength to get up. He's going to bring resources and people into your life. So a lot of times when we think we didn't have the answer, when we didn't know what we wanted to do, prayer was that answer, and God ended up bringing different people into our lives for that reason and for that purpose.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So what challenges have you had with trying to grow your business and being an entrepreneur, being a motivator?
The challenges that I've had was, you know, people being willing to support you.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, that is a challenge.
Yeah.
Everybody is not going to see your vision.
Right.
And so sometimes, you know, you spit your vision out to somebody and they're like, I'm not feeling that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And so that's when you have to ask yourself, do you believe in them or do you believe in you? And sometimes you have to actually go with what you feel inside. The other challenge is more so of like how to market, how to reach your audience. Sometimes it can be pretty difficult because there are people who are doing some of the same things. So then that's when you have to sit at the table and say, what can I do to stand out? Because
Yeah.
it's not so much as reinventing the wheel.
Right.
It's about having your own brand,
Right.
your uniqueness, and
Yeah.
again, what's going to separate you from the people that are doing things that are similar to what you're doing.
Yeah. Now you brought up an excellent point that I do want to spend some time talking about. When you have multiple people in your same city, in your same lane, doing the same thing, and it's like, man, how do I set myself apart? And that can be difficult. One thing that I always believed is like, you gotta be super duper creative. Like you gotta be, like, we might be in the same lane, but like, I'm like twisting and turning in this lane, and like I'm driving backwards in this lane. Because it's like you can't sit there and do what everybody else is doing. I'm like duplicating the same thing over and over again.
Right. That's true. That's true. You know what? I mean, there are moments where I cannot sleep at night because the creativity is just coming.
Wow.
And so I keep a journal in my bed, next to my bed. I keep a journal in my bag, in my car.
Oh, that's good.
Because
That's good.
those thoughts come. There are moments where I wake up at like 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, like for a week straight sometimes, because the creativity just come into my head, and so I have to journal it down before I forget. But I did realize that every creative idea that I have, I'm not going to be able to use. So there are times where I gift and bless someone with the creative idea that I've had. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's the thing too. We have to be willing to bless other people.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times people think if I bless someone, they're going to get further than me.
Right.
And that's not the case. What's for you is what's for you.
Yeah.
But when you are a blessing to someone else, then God will bless you with way more than what you ever expected. So I take some of my creativity and I bless other people with it. And when I see that just go to another level, it makes me feel good. You know why? Because I know part of that was my vision and my creativity.
I love it.
It's just that I couldn't use it because it wasn't for me at that time.
I love it. You know, one thing that I can honestly say, I'll say it right on the show, Nikki, that I sometimes struggle with is when, like, you doing something really dope and somebody else see you doing something really dope, and it's like, they're like, I want to do that too, but it's like they try to put their own spin on it, and it's like, bruh, sis, that's my idea. You know what I'm saying? Like you can like contact me and like we can work together. You can at least like give some kind of credit, like, hey, I was inspired by this idea that you did, or I love what you're doing. But sometimes, Nikki, honestly, like that bothers me. It gets under my skin, and my wife will have to like sit me down. Like, it's cool. Like, praise God that everybody else like your ideas, and it's just advancing the culture. More people are getting blessed.
Yes, and see that's the thing too. I mean, you hit it right on the head. People will take what you have, and then try to put a little twist on it instead of just collaborating. And I think people are so afraid to collaborate. Right? If you collaborate, everybody can win.
Exactly.
And that's why I do what I do, because I want to see people win at the end of the day. I know this mission is bigger than me.
Exactly.
And so if I'm blessing other people with what God has blessed me with, I don't have nothing to worry about.
Right.
So like you said, that idea that you had, or people see you doing something and then they bite off of it, like your wife said, that's cool. That means you onto something. But it may not work out for them because it wasn't for them. It's actually your idea. So you know what I mean? You'll have a bigger outcome and a bigger success than they would because it's not originally their idea.
That's what's up. And like, it make me kind of think about instinct. A couple weeks ago, interviewed this guy named Jay at the art studio.
Okay.
And one of the things he taught me that really stood out, and I just can't remember, and I didn't tell other people about it too, is like, I asked him, I said, when you're doing a painting, how do you know when it's done? He said, I just feel it. Like, I know when I got to stop. And I'm like, well, that don't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean you just stop here? It's like, man, I know within me, like, it's done. I was like, but what if you want to add more stuff? Like, I can't. It's done. And it's like, that kind of makes me feel comfort in terms of what we're talking about. Because it's like, if I came up with this dope idea, you're not going to steal it from me.
Yep.
Because it's done. Like, I've done all my creativeness, and it's done at that point. Like, you can continue to try to make it go further. But I know for me,
Right.
I was done at that point.
Absolutely. I've come out with, I am your messages, and I'm big on the power of I am.
Yeah.
Because what you put behind it, it shapes you. And there's so much power behind that. I've recently seen a lot of people trying to do the I am.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I have my own creativity.
Right.
And so, again, when people are catching on to the I am, that lets me know that they like it.
Right.
I recently have gone to several schools in Cleveland where they are doing I am your messages.
Wow.
Which is such a blessing. It's teachers who
Yeah.
saw I am your messages on social media, thought it would be a great idea for their kids. They did it. And I was able to go to MLK and surprise the students.
That's what's
and
up.
it was just so awesome to see them doing I am your messages in their classroom, and they're saying it, and then when you're walking in the halls, you see the I am your messages with the principal having in their office. That means you are really making an impact.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm enjoying the journey. There's so much more to come with it. Right now I'm working on my own line of journals.
Okay.
That's coming out for adults and the youth. And it stems with the power of I am, empowering them, giving them confidence. And it's also helping them to step out of their comfort zone too. So yeah.
Now speak about that comfort zone, because it can sometimes be comfortable being in that comfort zone, and you don't really want to move out of it, especially if ain't nobody else doing it. And so, like, it made me think about that story in the Bible with Peter. And Jesus, like, come out on the water, like, you can walk. And he, like, kind of looking back like, Dad, y'all ain't about to come with me? You know what I'm saying? This is scary. But it's like sometimes you got to get out there on your own, even if this comfort zone is comfortable.
True.
This is like an area, this brand new territory for you, but you know you got to do it, even if ain't nobody else coming with you.
With the comfort zone, either it's a point where you get tired of being where you at, being complacent, or somebody pushes you out of your comfort zone. When I work with my clients, I give them different assignments to push them out of their comfort zone. One thing that I do have them do is write a mission statement for their life.
Okay.
That's so important because that mission statement is supposed to be authentic. Something you believe in, something that you follow. And so when you create that mission statement for your life, it's going to actually push you out of your comfort zone because it's about achieving your goals, your vision, that kind of thing. So people have to get tired. You know what I mean? Of being in the same place. But as you see other people grow, you're going to want to grow too. You're going to want to go to the next level. That's just like on social media. Some people live in a lie. Some people live in the truth.
Yeah.
But for those who are living the truth on social media, as you see people achieve their goals and do different things and accomplish different things, it's like, okay, I can do that. They're no different than I am. You know what I mean? So let me get on my grind. Let me do what I need to do. And that pushes people out of their comfort zone when they see other people doing things that they feel like they can accomplish as well.
Yeah, that's good. And I think that with us being free, it allows other people to know that they can get the same.
That's true.
But it's like, as you talked about, like that fake stuff, like, I'm just not on it. Like, me and my wife is an open book. Sometimes she'll say, like, babe, you gonna put that up there? I said, yep. Because it's like, for me, I know that I'm dope right now, and I'm only gonna get doper. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my heights is just, they ain't stopped right now. But it's like, I want people to be able to go with me through this journey of seeing all these different experiences of my life, to know that when I do blow and reach that point that I want to be at, that it's not brand new. It's like, no, I seen dude struggle. I seen him going through stuff. I seen his belly, because he had a big belly in 2018. But he was constantly grinding, trying to do better in every area of his life.
That's true. Yeah. I think that's important. Like, I'm open, but I think there's a limit because I feel like there's certain things, yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't give the world everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Or you're going to have nothing left, for yourself.
Right.
But when you want to take people on a journey with you, I think that's awesome. I'm in the process of doing like self-discovery.
Okay.
Discovering more about Nikki. There's so many facets to me, you know what I mean? And so I think it's so important to reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
And there's always a stage in life where you go through periods where you constantly reinvent yourself. If you do that, then you'll just become better than what you are.
Yeah.
Like you said, become, you're on that dope level. And so, and I think it's important to explore, to find out what you like, what you don't like, because you got to think about it. What we liked in our 20s, we didn't like in our 30s.
Yeah. Well, what's the best part about Nikki that you would say?
Oh, the best part about me. I love loving and love being loved. I was always shown that love, that family love. I'm big on family, togetherness, that kind of thing. The best part about me is I love enjoying life. I love art. I love fashion. Just exploring something new, something different.
Yeah.
And so you're not gonna always get the same Nikki. I just believe in doing things that feel good to my spirit.
Right.
If, hey, one day it's raining outside and I wanna walk outside with no shoes on, because that's what I feel, to put on some hiking boots and climbing on a mountain, if that's what I want to do, or getting my hands in some paint, if that's what feels good to me, that's what I want to do. And so I believe it's so important because you only got one life to make an impact.
Yeah.
And so those are some of the best parts of Nikki.
All right, tell them something that you haven't told anybody. And I know that you don't want to tell everything, but something that they don't know, that they don't see on Instagram or Facebook. Tell them something that they don't know.
That they don't know. Well, I'm in the process of learning how to play the violin.
Okay.
That's something that the violin is so dope to me.
Yeah.
And I'm actually a drummer, like literally play the drums. And so later on, I was like, you know what? I want to learn how to play the violin. And so I'm doing.
So
that.
do you play right now? Do you play the drums right now?
Yeah, I've been playing the drums since 8th grade.
I'm saying, where you do it at? At the house?
At the house. I taught my son how to play.
Because I ain't never seen no drumming events. I ain't never seen you.
You haven't, because I've, gone to a different phase of my life.
Okay.
So if you call me out on it, you give me a pair of sticks and a jump, then I do that.
So you cold with it or you alright?
I say I'm cold with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wanted to start playing the drums because of Sheila E.
Okay.
And so
shout out to Sheila E, man. Well, see, you know about Crush Groove, then. Okay.
Absolutely,
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I used to pop lock and break dance too.
Did you?
So for real, I was like the coldest dancer.
I dare to put the wine glass down and do something right now.
So anybody who know me know that I'm a dancer. So
okay, that's what's up.
But yeah, like you said, it's a lot of parts to me. I'm just very down to earth. One of them type of people that you can go watch a football game, basketball game with, chop it up. We can go, have bourbon and smoke a cigar.
I feel
That's who I am.
it.
And then if I need to put on my business suit and handle business and be classy, then that's me.
So you probably ain't gonna like this question, but who's Nikki dating right now?
I leave that private.
Okay. Well, are you seeing someone?
I am.
Okay.
Yes. So, yes, I am. And I leave that kind of private because, people be so much into your business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And those are certain things that you do have to leave.
Absolutely.
Have to leave private.
Yeah.
So,
especially when you're going through the process of discovering all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. And then especially too, when you're out here and you're on a new journey.
Yeah.
So when you're on a new journey and you're finding out who you are and you're just exploring different things, but at the same time you're out here impacting lives. You know what I mean? People begin to meddle into certain things, but those are some of the things that you have to keep private.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah.
All right. So what's next? What's something that you're trying to aspire to do? I know you talked about your journal a little while ago.
You know what? I am doing a lot of great collaborations
Okay.
So I'm doing that. Within the last 8 months, my life has like really took a turn. From leaving a job of 17 years to taking a huge offer with a $1 billion company and discovering like, you know what, this is not for me. So now I am full-time into my business.
Okay.
And so that was a leap of faith. It was refreshing, but still kind of scary a little bit.
Okay.
And so right now I'm on a journey of just being happy, having joy. So what you will see from Nicky is not only the published journals, but you will see great collaborations. You're gonna see designs from me because I design clothes. So you'll see that. And so I'm actually working on a project where I will have part in a university, an actual university where a lot of your medical students and future doctors will study at.
That's dope.
And so I will be an author of a textbook as well.
I love it.
There are a lot of things that that you will see me doing. So don't put me in a box.
Please don't.
Because that will never happen, and that's my big thing. I love thinking outside the box. I love doing things outside the box. So you will see me not only motivating people and inspiring people, but I'll inspire people in different ways. So I'll kind of take art and fashion with empowerment, and that's my goal.
And there's so many great things that you can do with art.
Yes.
And I'm glad that you had kind of mentioned about the journals because it allows people to see like a different side of us that we don't really get a chance to share all the time. I mean, because you think about it honestly, Nicky, like on a daily basis, I don't know about you, but my goal was like, I'm always trying to encourage somebody, always trying to inspire somebody. And some of them kind of fun, laid back, chill posts, you don't get a chance to do all of those. You know, sometimes it'd be like, I would like to see a recorded video of you playing the drums one day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we'll definitely have to do that. So, I'm not just this businesswoman, but I'm not, like I said, I'm like that girl next door. I'm down to earth. I believe in just enjoying life, just being free. And I love great wine, good food, and just great positive
What's your
energy.
favorite food? Don't say chicken.
Oh no, favorite food is Italian. But I like to try different things. I'm on this journey of some more natural kind of things.
Okay.
Getting back into, health. I've always been like a health fanatic, always been in shape, ran track, that kind of thing.
Okay,
so
what did you run? I ran track too.
The hurdle. I did a couple of the hurdles.
Okay.
I want to get back to that. I think a part of that is my core. You know what I mean? And so I do want to get back to that. So I love like a great avocado spread on toast. One of my favorite places is Town Hall. The best.
It's good food.
Yes.
So when you're down and nobody else is around you, how do you pick yourself back up?
I got people that I can call. My son is one of them. He is extremely brilliant. And so I can call him, talk to him, and it's just like he blows my mind with some of the things that he says. And when I kind of question myself sometimes and, call him, he gives me, that pep talk that I need. Again, I can reach out to my family, have those conversations. But most importantly, I sit and pray because you have to have that moment when you meditate, when you pray, when you get that mind, body, and spirit together in one, and in that way, you know what I mean? You can just release a little bit. You can get back to your core of who you are, and always a great glass of wine to do it. It'll do it every time. I'm not telling people to be a drunk, you know what I mean? But hey, sometimes that glass of wine, you'll be like, you know what? I got this. That's your waiting to excel moment. And you keep pushing. So
I feel that. That's what's up. So what books are you currently reading?
You know what? I've been studying so much for school.
Gotcha.
That's like a lot of reading itself, and you know that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to read I think it's Motivation Manifesto.
Okay.
My son is reading that currently, so I'll read that after he gets done. But I periodically go through books like The Millionaire Mindset, Draw the Circle, which is really good.
Okay.
I created a praying circle from reading that book, and there was a period in my life where things shifted from reading that book. So that book is like really dope. It tells you to just take time to yourself.
Yeah.
Like schedule a time where you're praying, you're meditating, and you have that time with you and God.
Yeah.
And so I currently kind of go through that a little bit. But yeah, and I read my Bible and stay motivated through positive messages. That kind of thing. So that's what I'm currently doing.
I love that. All right. So as we wrap up, you have any last words?
I do. I want to tell people to live your vision, live your dream. Know that everybody is not going to see your vision, but you have to believe in it because it's your vision. It's something that God gave to you. And know that if you don't make an impact, your absence will not make a difference. So live this life to the fullest and make the best impact that you can make in this world, because when you leave, people will have a whole lot to say about you. And what they have to say is they left a hell of an imprint in this world and they made such an impact. So stay positive, stay confident, and most importantly, love who you are.
I love that. Now, how can they get in contact with you?
They can get in contact with me on Facebook at Nicky Miller, and I am on Instagram under I am Nicky Miller.
I love it. Thanks so much for your time, sis.
Thank you.
It's been a great
enjoyed you.
interview. Me too. All right, y'all, be blessed. Manny Hall Show, Nicky Miller. We out.